Welcome to Cybersecurity Academy. In this video, you'll walk through a set of practice questions designed to help you prepare for the ISC2 Certified in Cybersecurity or CC exam. Each question reflects the type of thinking required on the exam. It focuses on core security principles, risk awareness, and operational understanding rather than memorization. You'll see one question at a time. You can pause the video and take a moment to read it carefully. Choose your best answer and then review the explanation once it's revealed. Question 1. Which security principle ensures information is accessible only to authorized individuals? A. Confidentiality. B. Integrity. C. Availability. D. Non-repudiation. The correct answer is A. Confidentiality focuses on preventing unauthorized access to information. Controls such as access controls, encryption, and data classification ensure sensitive data is accessible only to approved users, reducing the risk of disclosure. Question 2. Which principle requires that users are granted only the minimum access necessary to perform their job functions? A. Job rotation. B. Least privilege. C. Separation of duties. D. Defense in depth. The correct answer to question 2 is B. Least privilege. Least privilege limits user permissions to only what is required for assigned tasks. Removing unnecessary access reduces potential damage from compromised accounts or misuse. Question 3. What is the primary purpose of a business continuity plan, BCP? A. Document security incidents. B. Restore IT systems after an outage. C. Ensure critical business functions continue during a disruption. D. Prevent all business disruptions. And the correct answer is C. Ensure critical business functions during a disruption. A business continuity plan focuses on maintaining essential operations during disruption, ensuring the organization can continue functioning even when systems or facilities are impacted. Question 4. Which phase of incident response involves determining whether an incident has occurred? A. Containment. B. Eradication. C. Recovery. D. Identification. And the correct answer to question 4 is D. Identification. The identification phase determines whether a security event is an actual incident and defines its scope, enabling appropriate response actions. Question 5. Which access control models assigns permissions based on job roles? A. Role-based access control. D. Discretionary access control. C. Rule-based access control. D. Mandatory access control. And the correct answer to question 5 is A. Role-based access control. Role-based access control aligns permissions based on defined roles, simplifying management and supporting consistent enforcement of least privilege. Question 6. Which authentication factor is represented by a smart card? A. Something you know. B. Something you are. C. Something you have. D. Somewhere you are. And the correct answer to question 6 is C. Something you have. A smart card is a physical object possessed by the user, making it a something you have authentication factor. Question 7. What is the primary function of a firewall? A. Detect malware. B. Control traffic between networks. C. Encrypt network traffic. D. Authenticate users. Correct answer to question 7 is B. Control traffic between networks. Firewalls enforce security policy by allowing or blocking network traffic based on predefined rules, serving as a preventive network control. Question 8. Which network security practice helps limit lateral movement by attackers? A. Redundancy. B. Load balancing. C. Traffic shaping. D. Network segmentation. The correct answer to question 8 is D. Network segmentation. Network segmentation isolates systems into zones, limiting an attacker's ability to move laterally after an initial compromise. Question 9. Which activity best supports early detection of security incidents? A. Data backups. B. Patch management. C. Log monitoring and review. D. User awareness training. The correct answer is C. Log monitoring and review. Monitoring and review logs help identify abnormal or unauthorized activity early, enabling faster response. Question 10. Why is regular patch management important for security operations? A. It improves application performance. B. It reduces exposure to known vulnerabilities. C. It replaces access controls. D. It eliminates the need for monitoring. The correct answer to question 10 is B. It reduces exposure to known vulnerabilities. Applying patches addresses known vulnerabilities the attackers commonly exploit, reducing overall organizational risks. Question 11. Which security objective ensures that information has not been altered without authorization? A. Integrity. B. Availability. C. Confidentiality. D. Privacy. The correct answer is A. Integrity. Integrity ensures that data remains accurate, complete, and unaltered unless changes are authorized. Controls such as hashing, checksums, and change management help detect or prevent unauthorized modification, which is critical for maintaining trust in systems and data. Question 12. Why is separation of duties an important security principle? A. It simplifies access management. B. It prevents a single individual from controlling an entire critical process. C. It ensures systems are always available. D. It eliminates insider threat. And the correct answer is B. It prevents a single individual from controlling an entire critical process. Separation of duties reduces risks by dividing critical tasks among multiple individuals. This prevents a single person from having enough control to misuse systems or commit fraud, thereby reducing the likelihood and impact of both accidental errors and malicious actions. Question 13. What is the primary goal of disaster recovery planning? A. Maintain critical business operations. B. Prevent all incidents from occurring. C. Restore IT systems and data after a disruption. D. Train employees on emergency procedures. The correct answer to question number 13 is C. It restores IT system and data after a disruption. Disaster recovery focuses specifically on restoring IT infrastructure, systems, and data after a disruptive event. While business continuity addresses ongoing operations, disaster recovery ensures technical capabilities are covered within acceptable time frames. Question 14. Which metric defines the maximum acceptable amount of data loss measured in time? A. Mean time to repair, MTTR. B. Recovery time objective, RTO. C. Service level agreement, SLA. D. Recovery point objective. The correct answer to question 14 is D. Recovery point objective. Recovery point objective defines how much data an organization can afford to lose, measured as a point in time. It directly influences backup frequency and helps organization balance risks, cost, and operational requirement. Question 15. Which access control concept ensures that users are uniquely identifiable? A. Accountability. B. Authentication. C. Authorization. D. Editing. The correct answer to question 15 is A. Accountability. Accountability ensures that actions taken within a system can be traced to a specific individual by uniquely identifying users and logging their activities. Organizations can investigate incidents, enforce policies, and support non-repudiation. Question number 16. Which type of access control is centrally managed and based on labels or classifications? A. Attribute-based access control. B. Mandatory access control. C. Role-based access control. D. Discretionary access control. The correct answer to question 16 is B. Mandatory access control. Mandatory access control uses centrally enforced policies based on labels such as classifications. Users cannot change permissions, which makes MAC suitable for environments requiring strong, consistent enforcement of access rules. Question number 17. Why is defense in depth considered an effective security strategy? A. It guarantees system cannot be breached. B. It relies on a single strong control. C. It provides multiple layers of protection. D. It eliminates the need for monitoring. The correct answer to question 17 is C. It provides multiple layers of protection. Defense in depth applies multiple security controls across people, processes, and technology. If one control fails, others remain in place, reducing the likelihood that a single weakness will lead to a full compromise. Question 18. Which network device is best suited for inspecting application layer traffic? A. Router. B. Switch. C. Hub. D. Next generation firewall. The correct answer to question 18 is D. Next generation firewall. Next generation firewalls can inspect traffic at the application layer, allowing them to identify specific applications and threats. This deeper visibility enables more granular control and improved threat detection compared to traditional devices. Question 19. Which operational practice helps ensure systems remain resilient during hardware failures? A. Hardening. B. Redundancy. C. Baseline configuration. D. Segmentation. The correct answer to question 19 is redundancy. Redundancy ensures that backup components or systems are available if primary ones fail. This supports availability by minimizing downtime and maintaining service continuity during hardware or system failures. Question 20. Why is change management important to security operations? A. It speeds up system deployment. B. It eliminates vulnerabilities. C. It ensures changes are reviewed and authorized. D. It replaces incident response. The correct answer to question 20 is C. It ensures changes are reviewed and authorized. Change management ensures that system modifications are formally reviewed, tested, and approved. This reduces the risk of introducing misconfigurations, vulnerabilities, or outages that could negatively impact security operations. Question 21. Which principle focuses on ensuring systems and data are accessible when needed? A. Availability. B. Integrity. C. Confidentiality. D. Accountability. Correct answer to question 1 is A. Availability. Availability ensures authorized users can access systems and data when required. Redundancy, fault tolerance, and capacity planning support availability by reducing downtime and service interruptions. Question 22. Why are backups critical to resilience? A. They prevent incidents. B. They enable recovery after data loss. C. They replace redundancy. D. They stop malware. The correct answer to question 22 is B. They enable recovery after data loss. Backups allow data restoration after failures, corruption, or attacks. They reduce the impact of incidents by enabling recovery to an acceptable point in time. Question 23. Which control best detects unauthorized changes to files? A. Access list. B. Encryption. C. File integrity monitoring. D. Firewalls. The correct answer to question 23 is file integrity monitoring. File integrity monitoring compares current files to known good baselines to detect unauthorized changes, supporting integrity and early incident detection. Question 24. Which plan addresses how personnel communicate during emergencies? A. Disaster recovery plan. B. Backup strategy. C. Risk register. D. Crisis communication plan. The correct answer is D. Crisis communication plan. A crisis communication plan defines how information is shared with stakeholders during incidents, reducing confusion and supporting coordinated response. Question 25. Which access principle reduces fraud by splitting critical tasks among individuals? A. Separation of duties. B. Least privilege. C. Need to know. D. Job enrichment. The correct answer is A. Separation of duties. Separation of duties reduces risks by ensuring no single individual controls all parts of a sensitive process, limiting misuse and errors. 26. Which authentication approach combines two different factor types? A. Single sign-on. B. Multi-factor authentication. C. Federated identity. D. Adaptive authentication. The correct answer to question 26 is B. Multi-factor authentication or MFA. Multi-factor authentication requires two or more different factor types, increasing assurance by reducing reliance on a single credential. 27. What network control limits exposure by isolating sensitive systems? A. Load balancing. B. NAT. C. Network segmentation. D. QoS. QoS. The correct answer to 27 is C. Network segmentation. Network segmentation isolates systems into zones, reducing attack, spread, and protecting critical assets from lateral movement. Question 28. Which role is responsible for approving changes before implementation? A. System administrator. B. Developer. C. Auditor. D. Change advisory board. Correct answer to 28 is D. Change advisory board. A change advisory board reviews and approves changes to reduce the risk of outages, misconfigurations, and security weaknesses. Question 29. Which metric measures how quickly systems must be restored? A. A RPO. B. A RTO. C. MTBF. D. SLA. The answer to question 29 is B. RTO. RTO stands for Recovery Time Objective, and it defines the maximum acceptable downtime, guiding recovery priorities and resource planning. Question 30. Which practice best supports early threat identification? A. Hardening. B. Backups. C. Continuous monitoring. D. Asset inventory. Answer is C. Continuous monitoring. Continuous monitoring provide visibility into events and behaviors, enabling early detection and faster response. Question 31. Which control helps ensure actions can be traced to individuals? Option A. Authorization. B. Authentication. C. Auditing. D. Accountability. The answer to 31 is D. Accountability. Accountability ensures actions are attributable to specific users, supporting investigations and policy enforcement. Question 32. Which concept limits information access strictly to what is required? A. Need to know. B. Availability. C. Non-repudiation. D. Redundancy. The correct answer is A. Need to know. Need to know restricts access to information required for duties, reducing exposure of sensitive data. Question 33. Which document formally records identified risks and responses? A. BCP. B. Risk register. C. Asset list. D. Runbook. Answer to question 33 is B. A risk register. A risk register documents risks, impacts, likelihood, and treatments, supporting informed risk management decisions. Question 34. Which device inspects traffic using application awareness? A. Router. B. Switch. C. Next generation firewall. D. Proxy cache. Answer to question 34 is C. Next gen firewall. Next generation firewalls inspect application layer traffic to enable granular control and improve threat detection. Question 35. Which process ensures lessons are captured after incident? A. identification, B, containment, C, recovery, D, lessons learned. The answer to question 35 is D, lessons learned. The lessons learned phase improves future response by analyzing causes, impact, and control effectiveness. Question 36. Which practice reduces the chance of exploiting known flaws? A, monitoring, B, patch management, C, training, D, logging. The answer to 36 is B, patch management. Patch management addresses known vulnerabilities, reducing the attack surface exploited by attackers. Question 37. Which access model uses attributes like time and location? A, mandatory access control, MAC. B, role-based access control, RBAC. C, ABAC. D, DAC, discretional access control. The correct answer to question 37 is C, attribute-based access control. Attribute-based access control evaluates attributes to make dynamic access decisions suited to complex environments. Question 38. Which goal focuses on keeping services running despite failures? A, resilience. B, integrity. C, privacy. D, non-repudiation. The correct answer to question 38 is A, resilience. Resilience emphasizes continued operation through failures using redundancy and fault tolerance. Question 39. Which activity best supports compliance verification? A, penetration testing. B, threat modeling. C, vulnerability scanning. D, auditing. The correct answer to question 39 is auditing. Auditing verifies adherence to policies and requirements through independent review and evidence. Question 40. Which practice ensures configurations remain consistent over time? A, baselining. B, configuration management. C, change management. D, hardening. The correct answer to question 40 is B, configuration management. Question 41. Which control primarily protects data confidentiality in transit? A, hashing. B, access list. C, encryption. D, tokenization. The correct answer is C, encryption. Encryption protects data confidentiality during transmission by rendering it unreadable to unauthorized parties. 42. Which activity identifies assets and their owner? A, asset inventory. B, risk assessment. C, pen testing. D, monitoring. The correct answer to 42 is A, asset inventory. Asset inventories establish visibility and ownership, enabling effective protection and risk management. Question 43. Which plan prioritizes restoring business functions? A, DRP. B, IRP. C, backup plan. D, business continuity plan. The correct answer to 43 is D, business continuity plan. Business continuity planning prioritizes maintaining and restoring critical business functions during disruptions. Question 44. Which control best reduces phishing success? A, firewalls. B, user awareness training. C, backups. D, IDS. Answer to question 44 is B, User awareness training. User awareness training reduces human risks by improving recognition of phishing and social engineering. Question 45. Which metric reflects data loss tolerance? A. MTR, B. RTO, C. RPO, D. SLA. Answer to question 45 is C. RPO defines acceptable data loss measured in time, guiding backup strategies. 46. Which principle uses multiple layers to reduce single point failure? A. Defense in depth, B. Least privilege, C. Need to know, D. Zero trust. The answer is A. Defense in depth. Defense in depth layers controls so failure of one does not result in compromise. 47. Which activity validates controls under real world conditions? A. Risk assessment, B. Tabletop exercise, C. Policy review, D. Penetration testing. Correct answer is D. Penetration testing. Penetration testing simulates attacks to validate control effectiveness and identify weaknesses. Question 48. Which role typically owns risk acceptance decisions? A. System owner, B. Senior management, C. Auditor, D. Administrator. The correct answer is B. Senior management. Senior management owns risk decisions, balancing business objectives with security considerations. Question 49. Which practice limits unnecessary services and ports? A. Monitoring, B. Logging, C. System hardening, D. Redundancy. And the correct answer is C. System hardening. System hardening reduces attack surface by disabling unneeded services and configurations. Question 50. Which concept ensures proof of action origin? A. Non-repudiation, B. Integrity, C. Availability, D. Confidentiality. The correct answer is A. Non-repudiation. Non-repudiation provides assurance that actions or communications cannot be denied, often supported by logging and cryptography. This concludes the practice set for the ISC2 Certified in Cybersecurity exam. If you missed any question, revisit the explanation and focus on the underlying concepts. The CC exam tests your ability to understand why a control or principle is applied, not just what it is. Consistent practice across all exam domains is key to building confidence and readiness. Thank you for learning with Cybersecurity Academy, and I'll see you with more sets of questions in our next video. Take care of yourself and bye for now.